Parker? Is he all right?
We don't quite know yet. I mean, my gut says he'll be down for a little while.
And then secondly, after the game, Jared said that Khalif Raymond was a perfect example of a guy on this roster who fights. He's been obviously an important piece, last few weeks with the injuries that you've had at wide receiver. Do you believe, or do you agree with Jared that he kind of epitomizes a guy on this roster that fights, been bounced around, and now is kind of find a spot? And just how important has he been the last few weeks to give you guys that production from the receiver position?
Yeah, look, I think he was a dang good pickup for us in the spring, and Leaf really embodies everything that we're about, just everything that he's made up of. And he came through with some critical plays, some explosive catches yesterday. And, and here's what probably doesn't always show up for the naked eye is, man, that dude blocks every play. Like he's blocking somebody every play, the safety support player in these runs. And teammate catches the ball, he's looking for a block. And on top of that, he's a good returner. And so, I'm glad we got him, and he's dependable is what he is.
Eric.
Hey, what's up, Coach? How you doing?
Good. What's up, Eve?
Coach, I asked you about DeAndre Swift after the game yesterday, and you talked about trying to get him more involved in kind of this groove that he's been in as well. What can you guys continue to do to capitalize on this groove that he's been in and continue to get the best out of him? Just to elaborate a little bit more on that question from yesterday.
Well, E, you want me to give away a game plan, don't you?
No, just kind of keeping him in that mindset. I mean, is this how locked in is he at this point right now? I guess from that standpoint.
He's getting better. He's getting better, and he's improving every week. And I think that we find runs that suit him best and let him go a little bit. But I also think that we can expand some things in the pass game for him. Would be the best way to probably say that, E.
And I know his groin was bothering him as well. Is that also a result of him getting a little more healthier throughout the season as well? I mean, just because he started with the groin injury, and do you feel like he's getting healthier and that's helping him as well?
Yeah, I do. I mean, look, it's an issue that it still shows up a little bit, and it's not necessarily. I would say he is getting better, but it's something that that I know he feels, and but we've been smart, and he's been smart, and getting him some practice, but being smart with him, and then getting him to the games, to where we can get a load out of him. So I think it's all the above. He's settling in. He's playing. Look, he didn't play a lot last year, and so you could argue that he's somewhat still a rookie as well. And so he's just growing exponentially, and he's gaining a lot of confidence in himself. His teammates are, and Deuce is doing a hell of a job with him.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels back to Detroit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dave.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
I don't know if this falls into like the tempo discussions we've had the last couple of weeks, but you guys had the delay of game penalty, after the spike, and you had to take a time out there early in the second half. Was there an issue getting plays in, or kind of what was going on there, I guess?
Headset issue. I mean, it's a headset issue. He can't hear it. It's not coming in. And so something was going on with that play, because I know he couldn't hear the play from A-Lin, and neither could Blau. So it's one of those things, man. It happened to us. Stinks.
Did that just come and go yesterday? Was that a one-time thing? I mean, how often does something like that happen that, we or no one has a clue about?
No, I feel like those things popped up. They probably pop up a couple of times a game, maybe 3 times a game. And we don't really know why, we don't know what's going on with it. We're trying to figure it out. And, when you're on it about what's going on, they say that everything's working properly, but it's not, obviously. So we'll just keep going. I would say it's not anything totally abnormal. Maybe we had this New Orleans stuff would happen. So
how does a quarterback or an offense, what are they supposed to do in that regard? You call your own play if you're
Well, I think from now on, I'll just call it and put it on a massive billboard on the sideline and let Kevin so he can see the number on the wristband. And now we keep going. So lesson learned by me.
The other thing I guess I wanted to ask was just, we talked a little bit yesterday about how, 0-7, the record is kind of what you are, but you guys have done some things here that seem uncharacteristic of an 0-7 team, just the way that you played. Just on a personal level, how do you, avoid frustration setting in? You've never quite been through anything like this. So how are you handling this on a personal level?
Yeah, look, I think that it's like I said last night. I'm frustrated like anybody would be. I'm frustrated like our players are, but it also just, I think there's more, it gives me more motivation and driven anger, if you will, to want to make things right and help these guys as much as I can, and help this staff. And so that's the way I'm cut, man. It makes me want to dig in more is what it does. So maybe I'm stubborn that way, but I said this, I told the team this before we ever started the season, but I'm built for adversity. This is what I do. So I've seen it, I've lived it, I've done it. I've been in the highs, I've been in the lows. So I'm ready for this, and I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on any of these guys. I'm not listening to the lack of talent talk. I don't buy into that. So we got more to give as a staff. These players have more to give as players, and we're going to find a way to win a game.
And do you see signs of it coming? Because really, apart from that Cincy game, I mean, there's,
I do.
Yeah,
I do, because we talked about it today. The bottom line is, yeah, it is. We are what our record says we are, but man, we are competing. We're giving ourselves a chance to win these games at the end of the game, which is all you can ask for at this point, and then know that we're improving. And when I see guys like Aleem McNeil and Jerry Jacobs and Levi Onwuzurike and Barnes and Jonah Jackson and Swift, a ton of these young guys that are just getting better and better. That's encouraging, man. AJ Parker, like we're making some strides now, and they're going to pay massive dividends sooner than later.
Thank you.
Yep.
Chris, last one.
Morning, Dan.
Morning.
I think Justin asked you about the interception yesterday, and you said, you wanted to look at it again, but you thought you guys had drawn up what you wanted there. I'm just curious if anything changed for you the second time through on that play?
Yeah, look, there's multiple things that happen on that play. First of all, we need to open the window more for Hawkinson, which really started with our rookie tight end. It's his first start, his first game. He can open the window by running a tighter post, taking the guy that's got him covered and taking the post safety away. So now that really opens up the window and gives Hawkinson room to work, but more importantly, gives Goff a bigger window to throw into. That's one. Two is Aaron Donald got us, man. And I thought for the most part all day, our O-line did a pretty dang good job, and Aaron Donald did an Aaron Donald. He got a good jump on the snap and got inside, and we, Goff couldn't follow through on the throw. So, and then Ramsey made a hell of a play. So, you fight that whole game, man. You fight, and you're trying to contain Donald, which we did a pretty good job of. We made him play our type of game, and you stay away from Ramsey. And then what happens, man? Critical play in the game, man. Donald got us. He got us on one, and then Ramsey makes a play. And those are two of the better players in this league, if you will, at their positions.
And then you mentioned Khalif being, the type of guy that you want on and off the field. I know when you got here and you and Brad started adding pieces, you talked about the value of, those 1-year guys helping you sort of establish things and set the tone. So he's a 1-year guy, like Anzalone is a 1-year guy. I think Reeves Maven's a 1-year guy. Like how much are you evaluating or ready to sort of finalize evaluations, I guess, for whether you want to keep some of these guys around as you move forward?
Yeah, look, everything is ongoing. We're evaluating those guys just like the young guys we have. And we're evaluating practice squad players. Everybody, but I would tell you that the three you just said, we really like where they're at. We sure do. And they're all getting better. Anzalone's playing the best I've ever seen him, with more confidence and energy. And he's really like he's our bell cow on defense. And Reeves Maven has been. It's kind of when we signed him, we knew the special teams player we were getting, but we were hopeful that he could help us on defense as well. You know, we were intrigued with him, and I tell you what, he's been all that. And certainly Leaf, man. You know, Leaf just, you know, like I said, those three guys really embody everything we're about. And on top of that, you're getting the production out of them.
All right, thanks, Coach. That's it.